What is up, guys? Peach here, back again with another Destiny video. Today is Wednesday, which means it's Arms Day, so let's go over here, talk to Banshee, and see what he has for us today. Starting off with the Kuma Katak HC4. Now, after the rolls we had last week, I don't have high hopes that we're going to have good ones again, but let's go ahead and find out. So in this first one, we've got Third Eye, Lightweight, Braced Frame for max stability, Rescue Mag, and Eye of the Storm. So nothing great on that. What we're always looking for hand cannons is not stability actually, but rather range. So let's see what the second one has. We've got Mulligan, Extended Mag, Rifled Barrel, so we do have some range there, Triple Tap, and Eye of the Storm. Triple Tap, Mulligan, not terrible on a hand cannon. It wouldn't be the perks I'm looking for. Eye of the Storm is also decent. It also has True Sight IS with strong target acquisition, so that's not bad with Rifled Barrel. Let's check out the third one, see if it's got anything better. Third Eye, Snapshot, Braced Frame, Rescue Mech, and Exhumed. So, if you do pick up this hand cannon, I would definitely go with this middle one, just because we can get that range. Because that's what you want in a hand cannon. I mean, you can look at my Lord High Fixer there. You definitely want the range. So, this is the one I would go with if you choose any. Unfortunately, not any amazing rolls like last week. Moving on to the Lyumilla D Pulse Rifle. Let's check it out. We've got Army of One on this one, Counterbalance, Snapshot, Speed Reload, and Reinforced Barrel for some more range with reduction of stability. Now, Counterbalance did get a little bit of a nerf recently. It's not quite as effective as it used to be. I haven't really gotten a chance to test it out yet. So if any of you guys have, played any games or Crucible games or even PvE events with a gun that you had counterbalance on, do you guys feel any sort of difference at all? Let me know. I don't really use a ton of guns with counterbalance on them actually at the moment. So moving on to the second one, let's see what it's got. We've got Last Resort, Zen Moment, so that causing damage with this weapon increases its stability, Fitted Stock, and Hand Laid Stock for a good amount of stability there. This is what we're looking for on a pulse rifle. Let's look at this last one, see what it's got. It's got Head Seeker, Rangefinder, Snapshot, Fitted Stock, and Hand Laid Stock. So Head Seeker body shots with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time, and Rangefinder aiming this weapon increases its effective range. Now, the one thing about Rangefinder that actually the myth kind of got debunked recently by Bungie itself, this doesn't actually affect your range perk in any way, or your range stat. What it does is it increases the zoom and increases your target acquisition for a little bit of a further range. So it's not really affecting the range of the weapon itself, but it is helping you get your little bit of aim assist at a farther range. Is it still a good perk? I'd argue that it can be, but it's not like my go-to perk on a shotgun, for instance, anymore. You really don't need rangefinder on a shotgun at all for it to have good range. So just keep that in mind when you pick this up. However, this does have a decent roll with Head Seeker, Rangefinder, and Hand Laid Stock. This middle one also had Hand Laid Stock, but Last Resort and Zen Moment aren't my go-to perks. This one with Counterbalance isn't terrible either. Again, it doesn't have great stability perks, and Counterbalance itself got nerfed a little bit. So my personal opinion is that the third one here is the best one. And then finally, our Suros PDX 41. So on this first one, we've got Perfect Balance. We've got Oiled Frame for more reload speed with a reduction of range. We've got Take a Knee, gain bonus accuracy while crouched. This is a perk that I don't think gets taken advantage of well. It can be good, but at the same time, not as many people go around crouched. So it's a give and take. It's kind of a perk that I wouldn't look for. We've also got Snapshot and Hand Laid Stock, which almost maxes out our stability to begin with, plus Perfect Balance. Perfect Balance plus Hand Laid Stock, that's going to get you some good stuff. You lose a little bit of range, but that's okay. You can usually make do with this. This one has a little bit lower of a rate of fire from the Hawksaw, and so just keep that in mind when you're looking at these. We've also got this one with full auto, which at first look would be my go-to. However, unfortunately, it only has Reinforced Barrel, Single Point Sling, Hammer Forge, and Casket Mag, so no stability perks. This Pulse Rifle does have good base stability. However, you really want more for this one. Make it like a laser beam, essentially. So, unfortunately, that full auto isn't quite the best. Also, here's our third one. We've got Hammer Forged, Oiled Frame again, Take a Knee, Speed Reload, and Reinforced Barrel. So the only one actually with any stability perks is this first one with Perfect Balance and Hand Laid Stock. This one's going to be a beast. You're losing a little bit of range, but that's okay. Honestly, I think you could get away with it. So that's it for the weapons here on my Titan. So we're going to move over to my Warlock and look at the last two for this week. Alright guys, we are back on my Warlock, so let's take a look at the last two weapons this week, starting off with the Thiessen FR4 Fusion Rifle. This Fusion Rifle is actually pretty dang good. If you get a good roll on this thing, it can be pretty deadly, a lot like the Vacancy from the Future War Cult that the vendor won. So let's take a look. We got Replenish. This weapons magazine will be refilled whenever you unleash your super. Single point sling, oiled frame for better reload speed with the reduction of range. We've got life support and exhume, so unfortunately not really any good perks here. What I'm actually looking for is range. The stability stat on this fusion rifle is actually pretty good, and fusions overall just have good stability because that got buffed a while back. So I'm actually looking for range on this one because with this charge rate and impact, it can pretty much one-shot people. So you can practically snipe people with this if you have a good range perk. So on the second one, we've got Army of One, quick unassisted kills with this weapon, reduce grenade and melee cooldown. We've got single point sling, injection mold for more stability, reduction of range. We've got Underdog. This weapon gains a boost to range and handling when health is low. And Exhume. This weapon gains improved range and handling for a short time after revival. Again, no range perk. Unfortunately, we do have injection mold, which pretty much maxes out the stability. Army of One is a good perk. It's actually kind of underrated in my opinion. Like I have it on my sniper, and it's really nice because I get my grenade and cooldown a lot faster, since usually snipers are one-hit kills. This fusion rifle also going to be kind of along the same lines. So, and finally, we got our last one. We've got Army of One. We've got Snapshot. We've got Hand Laid Stocks to max out the stability, reduction of a little bit of range again. We've got Unflinching. It's easier to aim under fire using this weapon, and it finally Exhumed again. Honestly, this is the one I would go with. We don't have any with range perks, unfortunately. We've still got the Army of One. Snapshot is going to be nice, or you could go with Hand Laid Stock. And then Unflinching is also nice, because then you won't flinch as much when you're under fire. That's especially nice on fusion rifles. We also do have the Amalon sights for improved target acquisition, so better aim assist. I know that sounds like a dirty word, but when it comes to weapons, you always want the most aim assist you can get. It's going to help you land your shots. So this third one is definitely the one I would go with over the other two. If you want to hold on to the package for another week to try to get one with better range, you can. It's always up to you. And finally, we've got the Uzumi RR4. This is a high rate of fire, low impact sniper rifle. So let's check out what we can get from it this week. We've got the Army of One. Again, quick unassisted kills with this weapon, reduced grenade and melee cooldown. An underrated perk in my opinion. It's great. We've also got Quick Draw. What is kind of cool about Quick Draw is not only can the weapon be drawn unbelievably fast, it also increases your ADS time. It's about the same as Snapshot at the moment, maybe a little bit slower, but it's a great perk because you can swap to it quickly, you can aim down your sights quickly. Overall, it's really good. We've also got Reinforced Barrel for increased range with reduced stability, Clown Cartridge, and Eye of the Storm. This weapon becomes more accurate as your health gets lower. Again, good. It also has the Falcon Sight, which is the ultra low zoom, or the ultra light. I always see ultra and see low zoom below it, but this is the low zoom sight for the Amalon sniper rifles. It's a little bit weird. It's kind of like an ACOG scope from Call of Duty, if that helps you figure it out. So on the second one here, we've got Triple Tap, Quick Draw, Casket Mag, Life Support, and Mulligan. I do like Triple Tap and Mulligan, especially if I'm going to be using this for a PvE build. I love snipers with Triple Tap. Unfortunately, this has the high rate of fire, low impact to it. I would have preferred a high impact, low rate of fire with Triple Tap, but it's not bad, especially with Quick Draw. We've also got Mulligan, so if you miss, it also has the Falcon Sight for that low zoom. So let's take a look at the third one here. We've got Performance Bonus. Kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus reserve ammo, single point sling, injection mold, Clown Cartridge, Eye of the Storm, and the Falcon Sight again. Personally, I think this middle one's the best with Triple Tap and Mulligan. That's just my personal opinion. Those are the ones I like the best, the perk set I like the best. It has Quick Draw, which makes me happy, as the Falcon Sight. All three of them do this week. So again, as pick and choose, this isn't my favorite archetype of sniper rifle, but I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So, moving on to our field test weapons this week, we've got a Hacky auto rifle to use against fallen targets. We've got the Amalan hand cannon to use against Vex targets. We've got the Suros rocket launcher to use against high-ranking opponents, so those are your gold enemies in PvE. We've got the Suros rocket launcher to use in the Crucible, and finally, we've got the sniper rifle to use against fallen captains. So, all but one are used in PvE this week, which makes it really nice. Remember that if you level up your gunsmith, he can drop up to 330 weapons. You can get weapons that he might not have sold in the Foundry orders recently. There's some good ones too. So moving on to next week's Foundry orders, we've got the Hacky Zaranea D. This is the high rate of fire auto rifle. It's not the Doctrine style. It's a little bit lower, a little bit more impact, which might be nice because they did lower the amount of damage the Doctrine can do. This might be on an equal path. I don't know. I haven't used the Doctrine since the patch yesterday. Moving on, we've got the Suros DIS 43 Scout Rifle. This Scout Rifle has a 37 rate of fire and a 48 impact. It can be deadly. Definitely pick this one up. If you get good rolls on it, you can just wreck people with this Scout Rifle. We've got the Suros JLB 47 Rocket Launcher. If you're still looking for a rocket launcher with grenades and horseshoes, pick this one up. You might get it. It's also decent with tracking. So this is overall good rocket launcher. I definitely pick it up. Then we've got the Hacky AO for Rua D Sniper Rifle. This has a 26 rate of fire, a 24 impact. Again, not my favorite style of sniper. Pick it up. It might have some good rolls for PvE. It could be decent in PvP. It's a Hacky though, so it's going to have some different scopes. It's kind of pick and choose. It's a gamble. And then finally we got the Amalan Yuzumi RR4 Sniper Rifle, again with the 40 rate of fire, 14 impact. Again, not my favorite sniper rifle. We had a decent roll on it this week, so pick it up if you're feeling adventurous. So guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. And as always, peach out.